do a little bit of training and then I get to cook in my OMAD fast breaking meal. I do OMAD fasting. OMAD is an acronym stands for 1 meal a day. I didn't learn all the bodybuilding poses yet, but I got the ones. I saw Greg Bissett had a video talk about some longevity scammer. He said, I teach longevity, so most likely I should be making more videos like that, teaching the truth on how to live longer. Now, true teaching on how to live longer longevity, it's not teaching you can live until 200. God set a limit where you can live to around 120 years. My spirit's not always child with my phrase about flesh. So God put a limit to around 120 years. So true longevity teaching is getting more people to live until 120, which is pretty rare in this day and age. So I know how to slow down aging. I can teach that. And unlike most people, I don't have, it'd be hard to say I'm a scammer. Don't trust to describe me. Because first of all, to be a scammer, you have to be teaching something that's not true to make money. So when I teach longevity, I teach the truth on how to live longer, extend your lifespan, look, feel, perform better. Well, and it's not like, here's the link to Mike's vitamin C powder or Mike's natural apple soap. So first of all, to be able to say truth without I'm being a scammer, I had to be teaching something that's wrong. Second, I had to be making money from teaching something that's wrong. So take it or leave it. People want to live longer, you can learn that. I definitely know how to teach. I can teach people how to slow down aging. Like I said, true longevity teachers not teaching people, claim that you can make people live until they're 200, but true longevity teaching, where something more people living up to 120 or close to it, which is more or less rare now. I like to do this, I like to relax my arm. So the first part of the curl, hammer curl, is a wrist curl. So relax it. Instead of starting like this, I let it hang like this. The first part of this, it's a chain. It's doing a wrist curl. The things that you can do to slow down aging, which is the same thing as saying make yourself live longer. So I should go more into being a fitness influencer because I'm better than other people. I have more competence. I'm more valuable to people. Like most people, I don't have a product to sell, so I'm more valuable to people who want to learn how to have more energy, look, feel better, live longer, raise testosterone, burn fat, build muscle. Basically, health fitness. I'm better at teaching health fitness truth. I have a high degree of competence than like 90% of fitness influencers on YouTube. And unlike them, I don't make money, so I don't have a product to sell. Take some time to catch my breath. And it's not that if somebody is not by default, if somebody has a product to sell, it means they're a scammer. For example, I used to make videos. Now you have to be consistent, so it takes time. But it's like I used to make videos commenting on other health fitness influencers. And years back, I would be making a lot of videos on Frank Tefano because he was part of the problem, shilling against supplements. So part of the here's the thing, the why. Okay, there's an agenda to keep the masses weak mentally and physically because people are weak or easy to control. So there's an agenda to keep the masses down, like dumber than they could and should be, and that makes it easy to deceive and control. So anyway, here's the point. Still doesn't necessarily mean that I'm saying he was paid to do this, like recruited, like one of these Illuminati sales. Now here's the point. The information what he would be saying was wrong, so he'd be against supplements. So anybody who's like part of this thing is part of the problem. Anybody who's out here pretending to be a fitness influencer who's making videos like supplements are pointless, expensive, you don't take supplements, just eat a varied diet or fruits and vegetables or superfoods or something like this. Like don't take vitamin C or ascorbic acid that you get as a roll of powder or that's it, okay, eat oranges, something like this, that's bullshit, okay? So here's the point. Frank Tefano used to be attacking supplements and make videos on bodybuilders, like the rare bodybuilder. I remember he had a video on this bodybuilder, and one of the rare bodybuilders that would be like supplements is key, like they were really like into supplements. They make this guy's just like poisoning his liver with all these supplements instead of this, okay? So here's the point. Supplements are key. There's certain things that are fundamental. So supplements is a big part of it. So if you watch my videos and keep watching my videos, you can buy and combine so it's the same thing. Yeah, it's gotta be like 90% the same thing, okay? Because the truth doesn't change. If you actually know, you've learned the truth, you know the truth about health and fitness, the truth isn't gonna change, okay? Whereas like sometimes like, well, supplements are not that important, and other times like, well, supplements. So anytime somebody is looking to be healthier, part of the teaching that coach is also going to be start supplementing. So here's the point. Frank Tefano went from being anti-supplements to pro-supplements. So that's good. There's a lie promoted by the system that you don't need to supplement and you can get all you need from a varied diet, fruits and vegetables. There's less than 100 milligrams of ascorbic acid in lemon. So what I was, I like to train intelligently and pay attention to my body, and I feel what muscle I'm activating. So it was a little bit too much forward the shoulder. I like to push back the shoulder like this. And then go all the way back. And I like to vary the curls, so I'm not always doing them the same way. Like if I go straight, more or less like this, and always do that, that's not as good as if I vary it. So I like to vary it, and sometimes I do it like this, from the side. Yeah, so you can learn, I can teach, and have been teaching, and I keep doing it, how to live longer, pro longevity. You can do things that slow down aging and make you live longer. Now, it's not that true longevity teaching, okay, teaching people how to have better longevity, slowing down aging. It's not that we're going to get people to live to 200 years. It's about getting more people to make it to 120. Like I said earlier in this stream, God put a limit on human lifespan. My spirit will not always die with man, for it's but flesh. His days should be 120 years or something like this. There is the actual Bible verse where God decided, if you read the Bible in Genesis, we have people living hundreds and hundreds of years, like 800 years, 700 years, things like this, in the hundreds of years. At a certain point in time, God decided, I've had enough of your crap, okay, you're going to get 120 years, and God put a limit on the human lifespan. Now, so there's few people making it to 100, even 100, and there's even few making it 120. So more people make it 120 if they started watching my videos, like doing what I teach, start doing what I teach to do. When they're 18, they hit 18. Like, okay, when they hit 18, they start taking my advice and living the lives I would recommend. And all the details. You have more people make it 120. So, let a hand back. This is borderline too heavy. I'm gonna do more training with lightweight, super lightweight, so I can get more, like do things like this, and have a lighter weight, do things like this, like this, and things. Yeah, you can slow down aging and make yourself live longer. If you take my advice, you watch my videos, you learn from me, you can have more energy, look, feel, perform better mentally and physically, and live longer. Now, obviously you're going to have things like car accidents and being shot or something like this. So, cleaning up your diet is not going to make you immortal, but it's going to make you healthier. Supplements, diet, what you're putting into your body, what you're not putting into your body. It's pretty simple. We have an epidemic of effeminate men now. Men with low testosterone. Men that are weak in character, physically, psychologically, spiritually. Most Christian men are effeminate. Weak spiritually. You really don't get his food on that. Most people are soft, most men are soft. They even look soft in the face. They haven't gone through adversity. Like Brandon Holthausen. Perfect example of a little sissy with low T. Looks like a little soy boy. Never hit puberty or something like this. There's a lot of men out there just look soft. They never enjoy adversity. So part of it is like having low T your whole life. And then also having a soft life makes you softer in your character spiritually. Psychologically. I'm doing bicep curls, double bicep hammer curls. Yeah, so that's a big issue. A lot of men have low testosterone. A lot of guys that are at 25 have testosterone levels that might be normal for a 45-year-old. And it's not like genetics. It's not a genetic change. The evolution, quote unquote, favored weak men with low testosterone. No. It's how people live their life. I'm gonna start cooking my own meal after I finish training. I've been doing OMAD fast for 5 years now. Yeah. Yeah. Close to 30 minutes, 12 minutes, 49 seconds, 50. I have an ideal male physique. Superior to most. With a 6-pack. Low body fat. I don't train, I don't exercise to get more muscle. I'm working to keep what I got. I want to have a perfect body, perfect physique. There's nothing that I need to change. I have an objectively superior physique to most men. If you would, even Greg Bissett talked about this, where it's like how most women, if they show them a picture of like a lean, slim physique versus a pro bodybuilder, most of them will find somebody closer to just an athletic physique, like a footballer, for example, Ronaldo. They're optimal, more attractive, rather like Rich Piana or Mike Israel, something like this. So I have an ideal physique, perfect, ripped with a 6-pack. And a lot of the health fitness influencers, they're going for like bigger is better. I don't have the mentality. You know, I would like to have the body of Mike Israel. That would be if you're a person where that's what you want to do, like some kind of extreme sports. Like I want to be a bodybuilder and win bodybuilding competitions. Yeah, for that person, that'll be that ideal physique. But like in general, somebody got blocked. Know that for the future. You get blocked. If you rub the wrong way, you're disrespectful, annoying, you irk me, you get blocked. Also, if you come in right now comment and you didn't click the fucking like button, you're getting fucking blocked, okay? So, before you leave a fucking comment, you click the fucking like button and you don't disrespect me in the chat, okay? You don't be annoying, okay? If you're gonna ask me a fucking question, put a question mark in the sentence. If you gonna write my name, you write it with a fucking capital M, okay? You write Mike. Hi Mike. You don't write Mike with a small M and then be surprised I fucking block you, okay? I don't tolerate disrespect and rudeness. I mean, if you show up in my chat being disrespectful, annoying, expect to get fucking blocked, understand? If you ask me questions, you put a fucking question mark in the sentence. If you write my name, you capitalize it. The first letter. And don't write like a retarded drunk teenager. Hi, Mike, small M. How are you doing? Or something like this, without a question mark. That's a good way to get blocked. So, I'm not here to make friends. I'm doing you a fucking favor by sharing the health, fitness, wisdom that I have acquired. So, the things you can get on my channel, you can't get anywhere else. For free, and it's more valuable than other people charge you money for. So, I'm not here to make friends with people. I'm here to teach and share things. And people that, if I'm wrong way, get blocked. That's the end of the video. Next video, we'll see if I go live as a quick one, maybe I'll do that privately. Close to a 30-minute pretty light training session.